I was looking for a results-driven, team-oriented environment. That's something that mainly attracted me, and then ultimately a sales role. Somewhere that I could, again, take my skills that I learned and, be able to be successful in a quick manner.
When I first heard about TEKsystems, my first inkling was I had no idea what the industry was about. But the second I stepped into the door for my first half-day interview, you can feel the energy.
I saw the energy that TEKsystems provided just in a short amount of time that I was in there. I graduated, and then I was in TEKsystems probably 2 weeks after I graduated. The transition, at least for me, was pretty fluid.
We have account managers that focus on the sales, working with the clients, understanding their hiring needs, and they pair up with the recruiters in the office who are more of kind of the inside sales and kind of the behind the scenes where they are working with the IT professionals.
We have to identify the client. After we identify the client, we meet everybody. And that's our job. Our job is to go find that person, screen them, make sure the quality of that candidate is good so they can be placed within that client.
So every morning we have a morning meeting with both account managers and recruiters when the director of the office looks at our red zone board, and that's when we see the positions that we're working on currently right now, candidates that we have in the running in an interview process, and then ultimately if they get the job.
What makes us different from competitors, I think, is knowing what our consultant wants.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have to care about their success and, ultimately make sure that you're doing whatever is possible to help them succeed, because in turn they'll do the exact same thing.
When you're really looking at a position coming out of college, you want to make sure that the company first wants to invest in what you want to do, and second is going to follow through. You're graduating, you're energetic, you're ready to get in the workforce, so you want to find a company that's going to capture that energy.
Don't just look at the facts and the figures and the monetary compensation. Look at the culture, look at the environment, look at the future, look at the opportunity itself, look at the growth potential.
If you understand the culture and if you understand that there's opportunity, if you find that match, chances are you're going to be able to get into an organization where you're going to be successful.
So when you start out with TEKsystems, you enter a 13-week training program where you really understand information technology and the skill sets that are within.
The first day of training, they go over your goals and really what you want out of your career. If you follow the training that they've invested so much time into, you really get a sense that it's going to mean something later on in your career. People that were just graduating for the first time weren't sure what their plan was, so they kind of showed them the different paths that you can take, how you can take that path, and successful examples of people who have gotten that way. Moving back to the office outside of the corporate environment, you have a lot of mentors and people that really take an interest in where you're going and how to get there. So a lot of it is just lead by example.
I did not feel comfortable in this role until I was able to teach somebody the effective way of becoming a good recruiter.
To have those mentors around you that are going to be able to help steer you down the road is really important.
Not only can I do something for myself, I can give back to somebody else brand new coming in.
Where the more experienced individuals welcome folks onto the team and kind of show them what they need to do to improve themselves to be a strong member of the team. And we definitely celebrate goals here and take them very seriously. When we commit to something, we want to make sure that we get it done.
The passion and the motivation to be able to succeed and help your business partners to succeed, to hold them accountable, to hold yourself accountable.
Accountability works at every level because at the end of the day, it's all one big picture that we're working towards.
So what it takes to be successful, if someone wants to come to tech, they have to be competitive, but at the same time, they have to be strong at building relationships because, again, we're not successful unless we have strong partnerships in the office.
At TEKsystems, I really felt it from the start that I could be an individual, I could be an outgoing personality, and then embrace that.
TEKsystems is a place full of opportunities. Depending on how hard you want to work, the sky is the limit.
I have been with TEKsystems for 11 years as a recruiter, the whole 11 years.
Okay, thank you again.
Whatever you put into it, it is going to give back to you 10 times more.
At the end of the day,
TEKsystems is a company
built on great people.